This is the room I grew up in. This is where I've been living since December 2022. When I came back to Atlanta, I had a plan in mind to work with a specific person. So you guys wanted to know why I moved to Atlanta, and I'm just gonna let you know. I didn't have the living situation all the way figured out, so that part was kind of just up in the air. But because I was living such a nomadic lifestyle in Florida, I was in my car, I just wasn't really too worried. I mean, I was just gonna find a place to crash and just be in my car moving around. I was planning on bringing that same energy that I had in Florida back to Georgia. And what happened was, the plan was to come back home, which is where I'm at now, the home that I grew up in, and I wanted to see my parents. And then I was just gonna hit the road and start doing my thing. But then when I got here, things wasn't really lining up the way that I needed them to line up. And I started to see that I needed some time to just sit and rebuild and regather myself after all the stuff I was going through in Florida. So the past 5 months have been dope. I'm glad I was able to live with my parents one more time. This will be the last time. And yeah, made the most of the time. I stacked up money and I helped my parents out for the time I could help them out. It gave me a lot more clarity on, you know, my life path and the mentality I need to be having and the importance of staying connected to family. So right now I'm just getting the last bit of stuff packed up. I will still be in Atlanta, so I'm not moving to another state. But still, same mentality to the new place that I'm moving to. The goal is just to stack up and continue to create my art, continue to spread the wave movement. I'm planning on making a lot more music for the rest of this year, so be on the lookout for a lot of new music second half of the year, 2023. But yeah, I've already talked to my parents privately, but I just want to thank them on video and document that I appreciate being able to have parents who support me and give me time and space to build. This is who they've always been, and I'm very, very lucky to have parents like them. It feels really good to be back on the road, moving again. Yo, it's something about, men are supposed to be active and moving. Like when we are stagnant and not moving, like it doesn't bring out your masculinity. We need new challenges. We need new shit to do. Like, it just makes me feel more in touch with my manhood. Like, it was dope that I was able to be back home with my parents, but I definitely didn't want to get too comfortable being home again. So this is a really good thing to be back on the road and back out on my own again. And this time around, it ain't no going back. I think I had to go through what I went through in Florida. I had to really take some hard bumps and fall really hard so I could get some necessary life lessons and to be able to figure out who I am. So now that I have a better understanding of who I am, what I want to do in life, I have more of a balance now. I feel real good. I feel really good about the move. Alright, so I just finished moving in all my stuff into my new spot. I'm in another roommate situation, and you know, I just want to give a message to the people that are in their 30s, because people like to joke around about, you know, men who are in their 30s and rooming with people and how you shouldn't be doing that. Don't listen to people. Everybody has their own life path. The path I'm on is going to require me to do a lot of traveling, and it's not really a money-centered mission that I'm on. So I'm in my mid-30s and I'm still in situations where I have to room with people, but that doesn't make me feel insecure. Doesn't make me feel less of a man, because I know I'm making my moves with confidence, and I know why I'm in these positions, and I feel good about being in these positions. So don't listen to what other people are telling you or how fast you should be moving in your life. Just make sure you are set on your mission, know who you are, and know why you're making the moves you're making. So I got all my stuff moved in. I just have to, I gotta hit up the store. But yeah, I'm gonna just do some cleaning up in here and we're gonna make it look like home. And oh, I can't wait to start cooking up music. Oh, I feel the second half of 2023, it's gonna be a lot of music getting made. So I'm excited. Every time I move into a new space, it's like I feel like I have to bless the new space with some new music. So I always get a burst of creativity when I move to a new spot. So this is something I'm learning about myself. I grew up in the same home my whole life, pretty much, since the age of 5 or 6, something like that. So I thought I would always live a stable life like how my parents lived, but what I'm seeing about myself is that I like to move. I like to bounce around. I think it's just the creative energy in me that likes to switch up the environment, and it just helps to add new environment, new experience, new people, you know. It inspires new art, new creativity, new ideas. So yeah, I'm excited. And no, I'm not gonna let y'all know where I'm living, but I'm still in Georgia. I'm still in the Atlanta area, and I am on the south side. So I grew up on the east, I lived on the west, and now I'm living in the south. The only other place is to live north. So maybe when I move out of here, I'll probably get a nice spot on the north side of Atlanta, and then I can say I lived on all 4 sides. But I do see myself traveling a lot, so I'm not looking too far ahead. I'm just looking to make the most of where I'm at right now. Hey, this reminds me of how that room looked when I was moving into Apopka. May 27th, 2022, I was moving into this. Basically, it was a trap house. There was a lot of bad stuff going on at that place. It was not conditions that I was used to living in, so I was very uncomfortable. But almost a year to this date, I'm moving again. So I like how these 1-year marks, they really mean something. Even if you're not shooting for that 1-year mark, something about the way time flows and the way these months pass. When you hit a year, you should have been making enough moves to make another transition if that's what you wanted to do. As you can see, I still have a lot of stuff to unpack. But this is really what I be working on first and foremost, you know. This is what means the most to me. This is always the most important stuff that I pack whenever I move, and whenever I'm like getting my stuff together, I gotta make sure my equipment is set up right. And I leave my Bolden Awards playbill out on my table. Shout out to Deontay Bolden. So yeah, this is my setup. I always wanted to have like some of those cool little studio fucking neon lights. So I've got like a strip right there. I don't know, I might do some more stuff with it. I got this thing here. This is also one of those lights where it's a USB light, and same thing as that. It'll have like different settings and stuff. Don't mind the Mickey D's. I'm about to go in right now. Got my bed. Got my closet over there with all my colorful ass shoes. So yeah, this is gonna be my home. I don't know how long I'll be here. I never know how long I'm gonna be wherever I'm at. I just trust my spirit, and it always guides me in the direction that I need to go. So if my spirit is telling me I need to move, then I'll move. If not, I sit still and I move where I'm at, in the community where I'm at the time. I do know I'm gonna travel a lot. I do know I have stuff to do in Atlanta before I leave. I'm not done with my hometown. So there's a lot of places I need to go, a lot of businesses, a lot of just stuff around the city that I haven't documented. So I know I still have a lot of that to do. And I honestly feel like this is going to be a time period of a lot of music, because last year was not a very active year in music. This year and possibly next year, because I honestly feel like I'm the most settled that I've ever felt within the past 5 years. I think I'm going to be here for a good little minute. So yeah, I'm excited because it's going to be a lot of music getting made. And I have a lot of life experience to actually write about. Life is not a race. Do it the way you want to do it. Make sure you're honoring yourself. Make sure you're doing your best in every situation. Show compassion, show empathy, but don't ever be a fool for anybody. Don't be used, don't be abused, and don't ever stay in a situation where you don't feel at peace. And yeah, just do this life the way you want to do it.